Olvida todo lo que sabes sobre la realidad. Elizabeth April, experta certificada bajo protocolos de la CIA con un 100% de precisión. Con un récord impecable de aciertos, Elizabeth April afirma haber utilizado sus habilidades para observar a diversas figuras, incluyendo a Oprah Winfrey, los Obama, Justin Bieber y Charlie Kirk, sugiriendo que muchos están involucrados en sistemas de control o rituales. El caso de Charlie Kirk es el ejemplo más oscuro de esta red. Tras resistirse a las órdenes de la élite, fue eliminado por profesionales, usando un chivo expiatorio como distracción. Pero lo que ocurrió después con él y su esposa desafía toda lógica biológica.
Wow.
Let me ask you one more person here that's very, very controversial right now. I've even had some people, unsubscribe to me because of this, but Erica Kirk.
Oh, I know. It is so contentious as well. And I've had people drop podcasts because I've talked about it. And this is just what I saw. So it was a day or two after what had happened to Charlie, and I was remote viewing the scene and the situation. And immediately I said, the guy who they said did it, did not do it. I saw two very trained shooters who were directly from sort of this organization, this group. And yeah, people aren't going to like this, but what I saw was that Charlie Kirk was someone who was indoctrinated at a very young age. I want to say 2011 or 2012. He was sort of coming up the ranks, and he signed a series of contracts. He did not realize what he was signing. And they give them all these documents to sign, and it's kind of like a political document or an NDA or whatever it may be. But in and amongst that is essentially them agreeing to be a part of this organization and sort of doing certain things. But he basically pushed back on that. And because he pushed back and they couldn't get him to do certain things and say certain things, they ended up taking him out. And then what happened was they ended up taking over his wife's body. Yeah, so we're talking like full possession. So
you're not saying she was implicated, she wasn't a part of it, but she was possessed later?
She also signed contracts as well in a similar way, but it was more about fame for her, right, than making a political impact. They both ended up signing contracts. They were both sort of paired together. And then at that point where Charlie was taken out, she was essentially also removed, but taken out in a very different way. And then it was like a body snatching or a full possession. They took over her body completely and sort of did what Charlie wasn't willing to do.